the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. We stay with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you think about the history of college football, you have got to think about Bobby Dodd Stadium. It is the oldest stadium in FBS history, built in 1913. On the campus of Georgia Tech, this place has seen a lot of great college football through the years. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Back to the ground game on the left. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Will throw it. That's caught. It's Cobb. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Tight end now in motion. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Grab behind the line. It's Hosley. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. With the catch, it's May. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to throw again. Buys a little time. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. A run for the quarterback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Takes the easy one to the back. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down on the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Brown wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Caught, and he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Cross. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Discards him with the stiff arm. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Brown will throw it. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. He's got it way down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
At the 43-yard line. First down for the offense.
The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Here. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Got a first down. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it. It's Hosley. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
On target. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Around the corner, it's Alexander. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run it from the gun. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Kane. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Auburn lines up quickly.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He unleashes a long one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. This time they stop him behind the line of of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Mendoza. Dances away to buy time. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Motion from the back.
Move. Ninja. Win.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs? Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Kane. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down.
Kill.
Brown will throw it. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now adjusting. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the 1st half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Backs looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. He wants it all. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike.
Oh, man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He's going to take it, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Caught in the backfield, it's Hosley. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And
the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Brown wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Using his legs, it's Hosley. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The give to the left. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Quick completion on the out route. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
Snags it, and he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Brown will throw it. Going for the big play. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
early ball on 3rd and short. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver going in motion. There's a crease. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Ready. Black 18. Set hot.
On the run, it's Alexander. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Might as well give it to him again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Flips it out on the screen. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
And the Yellow Jackets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Hauls it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The Yellow Jackets with an answer. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Auburn offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Nice move to keep running.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Blue 85. Kill. 776 count. 7 magic.
They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Cobb. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Brown wants... Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, this quarterback is dynamic, and it's because of his speed. You see it in the run game, but also when he decides to extend the play, scramble, and just buy himself time. Defense can't keep up with him as he's able to find that completion for the first.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's 2nd and long.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Running inside, it's Hosley. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big.
And he's in! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The Yellow Jackets with an answer. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Brown will throw it. Right on the money. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Tigers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got his man downfield.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to throw on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. The throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They'll throw on third and short. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.